Now, there's a lot of plugins that you can use to make your vocal mixes sound good, but in reality, there's only really four that you must have so you can have a great sounding vocal. Let's get into it. Now, the first plugin that you must have is the EQ, also known as the equalizer. What an equalizer does is basically balances frequencies. So whatever vocal type that you have, whether it be a deep voice, a high voice, a light voice, a raspy voice, depending on the range in which you sing or you rap in, it creates a frequency response. So within the EQ, we go into the EQ or the equalizer and we balance these frequencies to give us clarity, whether we're looking for something a little darker, a little brighter. We have to go in and turn the frequencies up, down, roll off a certain frequencies to get a certain sound. So you must have an EQ. It's probably the most important plugin that you have to have in your arsenal. Now, the second must-have plugin is your compressor. What your compressor does is it takes any loud signal and it brings it down depending on the threshold in which you set it at, and it brings it down to something manageable. This is one of my go-to plugins because if we didn't have a compressor, we would have to go and adjust the volume to every take manually, which would be a pain in the you know what. So we have to have a compressor because ultimately what it does is it saves us time. Now, my third must-have plugin is Reverb. Essentially, what Reverb is, have you ever walked into like a big room and you just like yelled something and it was like the sound was over there, but it traveled back and it went this way and that way and it gave you like a cool reflection? That's what Reverb is. Reverb is just sound traveling, reflecting off certain surfaces, whether it be ceilings, long haul, and giving us this cool, almost echoey delay type of sound. That's Reverb. And reverb is really, really cool because it adds depth to any kind of record, especially if you like pair reverb with like simple instruments like a piano or like a solo piano or a solo guitar. It can really make the emotion of the record really, really deep. So, gotta have reverb. It's important for rap records. It's important for trap records, country records, R&B. Every genre uses reverb. I don't care if it's a little bit or it's a lot. You gotta have reverb. Now, the last must-have plugin is audio delay. Audio delay is just simply what it is. It's audio being delayed. But I love this plugin because it kind of fills in the gaps to records that seem too dry. So you can create extra emotion, especially on records where the vocals are really kind of spaced out. We can kind of make it feel like the record is more filled up to give it a more fuller effect. So use a little bit of audio delay. You're going to love it. Now, those are my four must-have plugins to make any vocal mix sound good. Now, I can go into other plugins, but other plugins are essentially a variation of these four plugins. If you just want to be able to record and create hit records, I've created some recording templates that'll help take your sound to the next level. It's going to save you time, energy, and money because I've already figured out this stuff for you. So I'm going to leave a link below. Check them out. Use the templates. You're going to love it. So it's Fedarro. Like, subscribe, follow, comment. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. See you next time.